Fellas, how long have I been doing this now? I think I started this channel in what, 2014, late 2014. You know, just some of the old footage, you know, fishing with that stupid hat cam, you know, just like Warrior lures were hooked up, man. We're freaking hooked up. I use one of my goldfish patterns. You may be off by now, but I think it came off. It came off. And then I got the Nikon D3300, and that really was a eye-opening thing for me. So guess what? Back to bluegill fishing. We're out of maggots. So all I did was cut a very thin sliver of chicken liver here, and just drifted just like we did the maggots, and they're taking that. You can really use cameras and get much better image and do that, and then started learning a lot more about photos and all that, and pictures and motion picture. And then I got this thing back in the GH4 back in April. I know a lot of guys don't care much about cameras, but one of the things that keeps this channel going is that I am always pushing myself to become a better storyteller. And as a result, I need tools, not toys, tools to tell stories. I know you guys don't like camera videos, and Bremen Blues episode 2 bear meat is, yes, bear meat is I'm shooting it and I'm editing it kind of all at the same time. But I have a request, and I've decided what I'm going to do about all this camera stuff. I want to add a second camera to what I'm doing. I'm shooting on a Panasonic GH4. It's working fine. A lot of you like the footage. In a cost per value basis, I can't find a better value for what I'm doing than this camera. And you know, there's other cameras on the market, other cameras that are about to be on the market that are really good, but they're not yet. Teething problems. I don't want to get into all that. You guys know. But why not add a second GH4 to what I'm doing? Here's why. I wanted to look. I'm always trying to push myself to a higher technical specification or to a higher expression in terms of art form. With one camera, I'm restricted to this one camera, this one angle. Whereas if I had a second camera over here, I could talk to you from that angle, you know, actually cut to that camera and talk to that camera and have this camera, have multiple camera angles. Same thing with my fishing. While I'm on the boat, I can have one camera set up here just like you have here, but have another camera on a monopod or whatever that I can get other shots of birds and wildlife and other things that are going on while I'm fishing. Makes it more interesting rather than just, because once I get all my B-roll done and it kind of leading up to the point where I go fishing, it's all interesting. And then when I'm on the boat, it's just me talking, which I know a lot of you like that, but I want to mix it up more. I'm wanting to get more B-roll shots. So while I'm fishing and there's nothing happening, I can pick up that other camera and shoot some extra shots of some trees, of some birds, of some other fish breaking the surface, other views of the dam, give you a much better view of what's going on around me. In order to add that capability, I need your help. If you like the videos I produce, especially the fishing videos and the project videos like building the boat, it's raining so I'm not out working on it today, then you can help. One way to do is to go to my website, blackwarriorlures.com, and order some of the fishing products that I have for sale over there. That money will go toward this new camera, the adding a second camera to what I'm doing. 2, you can order You can order a lot of the same products on Amazon and eBay. I mean, just my website, Amazon, eBay. Another thing is to contribute via Patreon. Okay, that's a once a month deal where you know, some people they pay as little as $1 a month. I have some people paying $10 a month, and I have various levels there and rewards that you can have. You can go check that out. But for some people, neither one of those things really fit, and they just would rather just have a one-time donation, and that's what I'm offering here now. Is on the link is below in the description and in the what do you call it, the comment section, direct to my PayPal, that where you can one-time donation of whatever amount you want, even if it's $1 or enough money to buy some coffee, whatever it is, you can donate that, and that money will go towards this camera, because that's what this is for. I have put together a budget listing various cameras and the accompanying equipment that I would need to get it set up exactly the way I want, and I put it in a spreadsheet, and that is also below in the link, okay, and in the comments. So you can click on it so you can see everything is itemized, so you see where every single dime is going and how much it's going to be needed to really add a second camera, to add a lot more. It just makes everything more dynamic if you have a second camera, because again, I do not have a cameraman, there's just me. It's going to cost about $1,600 to get everything set up. Some of that might be fudged depending on how much we can raise, and what I would like to do is raise somewhere as about 20% of the funds here, just either through product sales on the website, donations, Patreon, things like that. Then we'll move it to somewhere like Indiegogo or Kickstarter to see if we can't raise the rest of the money there. $320. If I can raise like $300 or so, that's a good indication that we can raise the rest of the money if we choose the GH4. I have the 3 cameras I've narrowed it down to are the GH5S, the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera that you've heard me talk about over the months, and then the GH4. And you say, why not GH5? Because I don't really want the moving sensor. I want a fixed sensor, and those are the 3. If you want to contribute, you like what I do, this is a way that you can help out in a direct way that where you'll see the direct results of it. For those of you who can't financially contribute, I know, everybody's in a different place. When the ads pop up at the beginning of the video, let the ads play out. If you let the ads play out, actually, I'll get paid from YouTube that way, and that money will go toward what we're doing. And fellas, I will see you later. And yeah, for everyone who's ever bought anything from me, you have no idea how grateful I am for that, because if it wasn't for my existing customer base and existing patrons, I wouldn't be able to do any of this, right? Even, and quite frankly, if it wasn't for the YouTube ads, I wouldn't be able to do any of this, because it takes all that together to make that happen. And thank all of you for it. I'm gratefully thankful for it. It's unbelievable what you can do today that we couldn't do even 10 years ago. So, much obliged. See you.